know, I had my own UFO sighting, and I've never talked about it publicly until now.
The reason I came to the UFO festival here in Exeter, New Hampshire is because I had an encounter of my very own. Now, it's not something that you tell everybody, and I think because we're in an environment where we can let those stories out, I'm free to share my own. Late in the year, it was dark early, and my wife had come home from the store.
We pull out of the Cumberland Farms and we come up to the set of lights, right? And we're looking at the purple house and we look up and we're like, what is happening? Because it was a circle, not flat this way, it was a circle this way with the lights going do, 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 and they almost looked like they were paper lanterns that were floating, but they were attached to something. So I yelled to them, like, don't take your eye off of it, because I'm gonna drive the car, I'm gonna turn the corner, go down and go in the driveway. And like, keep watching it. So they're looking out the window, watching it, and it was like, it shifted from here to kind of this way, and now the lights were on the outside ring, and it was moving that way, and now it was above the hotel across the street from the house, and we're thinking, and I said, well, don't take your eyes off it, I'm going to get Dad. Run in the house to go get him.
She comes running in the house, you gotta come out and see this, you gotta come out and see this, and of course I followed her out there, and I couldn't imagine what it was. And she points in the sky across the street, and it was circle of lights. They were rather dim, but it made a perfect circle in this rotation. And this thing would have been huge. It would have been a few hundred feet across.
I'm thinking smart ass, he's gonna debunk it right away. He's gonna tell us exactly what it is. And he comes out and he's like, what is that? We could not figure it out. And it wasn't just you, me, Abby, and Dad standing in the driveway staring at this thing that appeared to be the size of a football field, and the lights, but cars are pulling over, right? They're stopping in the little parking lot by the barn, and they're stopping on the end of Goble Road, and they're also looking up. So that was our validation that we weren't the only ones seeing this. There was people driving down Route 4 going, what is that?
I was in the Army. I understand a lot about plane and aircraft identification, and this is something that I've never seen before.
And it's there, and then as soon as it's there, it's not like it slowly moved off or took off like a plane. It was there, and then it was gone.
This thing was massive, the way it moved, the way it spun.
It was just gone. It just disappeared. No reason, no rhyme. We don't know what it was.
And it made no sense. And since then, it's always been in the back of my mind. Weird things happen, you know, it's probably something just misidentified, you know, some paper lanterns or some, you know, maybe some lights off of the fog or some low-hanging clouds or something, who knows, right? But the more and more we talk to people, the more and more we meet people and hear about their encounters, and we watch the news, this stuff's real, this stuff is happening. In 1965, here in Exeter, and a lot of the communities nearby, witnessed something very similar.